the T1. T1 Sport Jet on the roll. And a gear pass for the XXX. Those of you who don't know, most of us make a pass with the landing gear down so we can make sure that everything's down and locked the way it's supposed to be so we don't have any surprises as the thing comes over the field to touchdown. And here he comes on the final. And ladies and gentlemen, the field right now is none other than a perfect replica of the Blue Angels FA-18 Hornet of the Blue Angels. Full and large looping type and rolling maneuvers. Here we go from left to right. McDonnell Douglas Boeing FA-18 Hornet. Some of you may wonder why do they have the Hornet in the Navy and the F-16 with the Air Force. Well, back in the day when they had their trials, the Air Force wanted the F-16. The Navy said no, because it doesn't have two engines. But the FA-18 Hornet, which the Air Force didn't want, the Navy said, yep, we'll take it. Two engines in the FA-18 Hornet, because if you have a flame out at sea, it's always a good idea to have another engine. The Blue Angels have been flying the Hornet now for several years. In fact, right now, they're flying the Super Hornet, which is an F-18, which is about, 3 feet or so longer, bigger, heavier, with a bigger wingspan. In fact, the new Super Hornet is almost a completely different airplane, which resembles its predecessor. In any case, we're not going to split hairs with it. We're going to sit back and enjoy a left to right pass of this McDonnell Douglas Boeing FA-18 Hornet in a vertical roll now as he comes over the top. And the T1 makes a left to right pass. Here comes the Hornet, ladies and gentlemen, coming across the field in inverted pass. Left to right, the McDonnell Douglas, and the T1 touches down. And we're down. Let's hear it for this fine gentleman and this beautiful Hornet. And folks taking the field right now is a Viper jet. And ladies and gentlemen, as we mentioned, we have a Viper jet on the field, piloted by Dave McQueen. The Viper jet is an interesting airplane, and that is an all-civilian aircraft. This is a scale model of an existing airplane. It's called the Viper jet. It was conceived and built by two brothers, the Hanshu brothers from Seattle, Washington. And it's available if anybody would like to have one as a kit to build at home. It'll only set you back about $350,000 for the airplane. And Dave McQueen is doing some actual rolls here as he passes by with this beautiful machine.
I know you should have done that. What's funny though, the full scale did not. How can he not? Half the damn size of what he was in. Yeah. C-17. Yeah. I can see that really swept back.
And we got their 2 reversals. Smoke is off and the airplane is cruising once again. Jet passes overhead, 3 down, 3 green, setting up for base to final landing. Excuse me, downwind to base landing.
Yeah, like, all honesty, a lot of it
And turning base to final now, the Tomahawk fighter jet, piloted by Dave McQueen. And a smooth touchdown as there ever was. Let's hear it for Dave McQueen. Triple X is the aircraft is following. Taking off right now is another T1. This is called the T1 Rockstar, flown by Tom Basilio. This T1 is done in such a way that it's hard to tell exactly what it was, but just because of the paint scheme. But it is a T1, and it's known as the T1 Rockstar in yellow and black livery, flown by Tom Basilio, right in front of me here, doing a beautiful aileron roll as they come down the field.
Grab that. Lightweight, collapses down.
And the Triple X is coming down there to land. This is a electric ducted fan aircraft, and hopefully you'll be able to stop before we run out of runway there. And the T1 makes a left to right pass. And our reaction coming around, left to right coming down the runway. He just gave that bird of prey up there, that hawk, a little nervous breakdown, but other than that, I think we're all right. Good for you, Tom. That had to be a 130-mile-an-hour pass. And the reaction, left to right. Here he goes. low pass, gear down, flaps down, and we slows the airplane down to about 50, 60 miles an hour as it starts its left turn on a base leg to land. Very, very nice approach. Nice touchdown. Nice job, Tom. Let's hear it for Tom. And take to the air right now, once again, is a Ferrari model Rebel. Maneuver you see the J-10 doing right now, if it was any other aircraft, you would also see two parachutes popping out of it because it would be in an unrecoverable spin, but not so the J-10. It's got the two canards up front and a vectored thrust, which means the exhaust is be able to be directed in 360-degree circle around the rear of the airplane as well as the thrust to power it forward. It's capable of a wide range of acrobatic maneuvers. And as you can see, it can do a looping tighter than any airplane could ever do. As well as, under certain circumstances, it can balance itself right on its tail. And a nice touchdown for our A-10. And they weren't really ready for it, you'd be reaching for your get sick bag, I would think. One thing we want to point out, for any jet that can do this, you have to have better than a 1-to-1 thrust-to-weight ratio. And if you need translation on that, simply your jet engine has to put out more thrust than the airplane has weight. And not too many airplanes can really do that all that well, but this one certainly does. Whether the full scale can do this or not, I do not know, but I would suspect that it's just as capable. thrust alone. This is in RC words, it's 3D demonstration, but a much difficult thing in a jet because you have to balance it on the back of the airplane. You can't hang it on a propeller. As we mentioned earlier, it's kind of like holding a broomstick on the tip of your finger. Comes our J10, left to right, doing a nice roll there, an axial roll, and coming around on the left turn. For those of you who want to know, the J10 is officially or unofficially known in China as the J10 Vigorous Dragon. Landing gear now, we do a backflip on that. Really remarkable. Most airplanes have put them completely out of control doing that. But this a J10 is easily able to accomplish it, not to mention the skill of our RC pilot. And here he goes to touchdown. Let's hear it for the pilot of this beautiful J10 Vigorous Dragon.
Right in